You think you're tired, but you're not. You scroll for relief, and somewhere along the way, you started calling it rest. This is how the majority of people quietly trap themselves in digital burnout. Not through weakness, not through laziness, through something far more interesting than that. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what's actually happening inside your brain and what you can do about it. This is How 96 We don't fix you, we decode you. Digital burnout isn't about working too hard. It's about never stopping stimulation. Your brain evolved over hundreds of thousands of years for scarcity. It now operates inside an environment of unlimited excess. Every notification, every short video, every microscroll triggers a dopamine response. Not pleasure, anticipation. And anticipation, it turns out, is far more addictive than reward. A region in your brain called the nucleus accumbens responds to variable rewards, the same mechanism studied in gambling behavior. Neuroscience research has shown that unpredictable digital rewards produce stronger dopamine responses than predictable ones, which means the scroll itself is the hook, not the content you find. Research into media multitasking has found that people who consume across multiple screens simultaneously perform significantly worse on sustained attention tasks, not because of any lack of intelligence, because their brains restructured around fragmented input. Think of your attention like working memory. Every open tab consumes capacity. You never close them, you just set them aside. Your nervous system stays partially activated all day. Cortisol doesn't spike dramatically, it lingers, low grade, persistent. That is burnout's quiet form, not collapse, erosion. And here's the part most people miss entirely. Your brain starts mistaking stimulation for recovery. Silence starts to feel uncomfortable. Stillness starts to feel like something's wrong. Because your baseline dopamine level has quietly shifted. You're not exhausted from doing too much. You're exhausted from never being unstimulated. It feels like a discipline problem. It feels like a lack of control. But this isn't really about willpower. You have a brain wired for novelty, and you spend your days inside systems engineered at considerable expense to keep you there. These platforms don't just track what you watch. They study your hesitation, your scroll speed, your moments of pause. They refine your triggers with every session. You feel like you're choosing content. The algorithm is choosing your behavior. And because burnout shows up as fog, procrastination, vague irritability, you conclude, quite reasonably, that something is wrong with you. I'm falling behind. I just can't seem to focus. I don't know what's wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with you. You are overstimulated, and your nervous system has never been given a proper chance to reset. Approach 1. Structured silence windows. Not an extreme detox, not a digital sabbatical. 2 hours a day with zero algorithmic input. No scrolling, no short-form content, no background noise. Why it works. It allows your dopamine baseline to recalibrate. When stimulation drops, receptor sensitivity begins to normalize. Boredom stops feeling like a problem to be solved, and real, sustained focus becomes available again. Approach 2. Single task immersion. One task, one tab. A fixed block of time. No switching. Why it works. Task switching places a significant load on the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and impulse control. Eliminating it reduces cognitive load substantially. Your brain exits fragmentation mode. Depth replaces noise. Approach 3. The input-output ratio. For every hour you consume, produce something. Write, build, train, think. Anything that requires active effort. Why it works. Creation activates neural circuits that passive consumption simply doesn't touch. Instead of chasing dopamine, you generate meaning. And meaning stabilizes mood far more effectively than novelty. Burnout recedes when your brain registers progress, not randomness. Digital burnout is not a flaw in your character. It is a mismatch between an ancient nervous system and a modern environment that was never designed with your well-being in mind. Most people don't escape it because they keep treating exhaustion as a motivation problem. It isn't. It's neurological economics. Your attention is finite. If you don't choose where it goes, something else will make that choice for you. What would happen if you spent one full day without algorithmic input? I'd genuinely like to know. Drop your answer in the comments. Control your mind, or it will control you.